field right now. On Wednesday we had our homecoming celebration and we crowned our homecoming court. So I'd like to announce our court tonight. We're going to start with our count, Ryan Kessler, and countess Alyssa Kim. Alyssa Kim is currently playing volleyball right now. Our judges and Duke are Xavier Green and Shirley Olivia. Our prince is Philadelphia, Princess Taylor Artito, and your homecoming king queen are Kate Glover and Michaela Phillips. Let's give a nice round of applause for our homecoming court. May they rule justly. Colony High School, the principal Dr. Tim Baxter, are proud to introduce the 2023-2024 edition of the Colony High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Uncle Martin, Jeff Bridges, James Hopkins, Ian Hilly. The drum majors to the Cougar Band are Michaela Phillips, Corey Brewer, Cameron Joyce, and Caitlin McKnight. Let's give a round of applause for our band. Viva la Banda! High School would like to recognize the 2023-24 varsity cheerleader and their captain. The cheerleaders are coached by Heather Jones. Let's start with the juniors. We have junior Daniela Briones. Kate Burns. We have Perla Atito.
I'm Jeff Green with Garnett Powell, high atop the Tommy Briggs Stadium here in the Colony, Texas for pregame with Joe, our statistician, ready to crank off some numbers here for us to see what this contest looks like tonight against your Colony Cougars. And what I never can remember the name of this
South
team.
Hills
South
Scorpions.
Hills Scorpions. That's it. South Hills Scorpions.
Sir.
And we definitely win the blow-up contest tonight because they don't have one. So, Joe, what do our stats look like for tonight?
Well, Jeff, both teams are coming in. They're starting their district games, their first game, district game of the season. They're 0-2 in non-district play. The Scorpions finished last season 1-10 or 0-9 in district play. They had one win versus Venus on a score of 42-21. In only 3 of their other games, the entirety of their season, did they manage to score any points. They got 1 touchdown in 3 games. One of them, they missed the extra point. In all other games, they didn't score at all.
And this year, in the 2 games they've played, have they scored any points? They have? They
Yes.
put points on the board?
Yes. So getting that, they lost this year so far. They've lost in the revenge game versus Venus.
Okay.
33-18.
Ouch.
And last week they dropped to Molina 45-21. So
Ow.
they have already gotten more
Surpassed
points than
that
they had
this
the
year.
entirety of their last.
So they like tripled their point production from last season.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so they've got an offense this year. We can assume that they can move the football.
Either that or other teams don't have a defense. Versus TC last year, the Cougars played them last year, and Cougars beat them 72-0.
Ouch.
Yeah, so
Oh, I remember
was
because they came out with,
Saturday.
I think they had like 18 players on their team, if I
yeah,
remember right.
I missed that one, but it sounded pretty brutal.
Yeah, their squad was
They
tiny.
did have a nice stadium over there in Fort Worth, though.
Well, I'm sorry I missed that.
That was a very nice stadium.
Yeah,
It's old, but it's nice.
yeah. Well,
The rug was very nice. It was.
Yeah,
It was a great color scheme.
it was.
and speaking of things that South Hills does not have, they don't have stats.
Okay.
So there's probably not much to record there, but your Cougars are coming off a loss last week to Royce City, 49-35, and in my opinion, they really tried to keep it up, and they had a lot of opportunities to keep up. But this, that, or that happened, a bad penalty or whatever. It just didn't happen. There,
Yeah, for the most part, the Cougars were about to go and lead because they got the onside kick,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then they had the misfortunate fumble snap, and the kid scooped and scored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we laid an
But
egg.
the Cougars, they were in the whole game.
Yeah,
It's
they
not-
were.
The score doesn't really. The score doesn't reflect what the end of the game was
The
or
Cougars.
how close the game was.
They definitely managed to score in every quarter at least
Yeah.
a touchdown. And we had several passes right into the receiver's hands that they just didn't get caught. But they completed 10 out of 25 last week for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. But of course there was 2 interceptions on that. But this is an improvement versus Red Oak, where they only completed 5 out of 22 passes for 140 yards. So
So we doubled our pass production from the prior week.
yeah.
That's good. We could have done much better than that if our receivers had just hung on to the football, since it was hitting them in the hands and they were dropping it. Much like Patrick Mahomes experienced
Hey,
against
hey.
against their foe this first season opener. So I mean, even the pros have a bad night, right? So
Yeah.
so the Colony tonight, I think they if I were the coach in the team, I would say that they need to have a clean ball game in terms of penalty. We got to keep the laundry off the field.
Penalties is what
Certainly need to keep the personal fouls to 0. And take advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves. Like last week, we had the onside kick, and then we laid the egg after that. We had an opportunity to do a scoop and score ourselves, and we fell on the football.
But that's because they kept.
No, I get it.
They had 4 of the chances where they were
where we didn't even get the fumble.
Yeah,
no, I get it.
So
but
I'm sure the coach said just fall on the ball.
No, I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, we've got to clean up the play.
Those are things you can clean up in practice.
Absolutely, and cut the penalties out of the ball game.
The penalties,
and I think we'll be in this one.
And trust me, everybody gets under the fire. I do understand that, but those penalties, those personal fouls, man, they come at the bad time,
the worst time.
And that's what really did in the Cougars last week. And you can play with emotion, you can play with fire. You just got to know the second person is the one that always gets caught.
Yeah, you got to keep it in check. And it was the same thing the week before that when, like, for instance, we had Red Oak 4th and 35 or something ridiculous, and then we body slammed the guy out of bounds, and
they go.
Bob's your uncle. They got a first
down, and then they continue driving. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, first down, 15 yards, and they're still running it down our throat. So, at the end of the day, we just got to clean that up. And frankly, last week I think our line looked much better. Right, we controlled a much larger portion of the game down in the trench, and I think the defense stood up a lot better last week, particularly up the middle of the field. We're still playing a little soft on the corners, but up the middle of the field, we looked pretty good last week.
And you got to remember, some of those those 2 are non-district games that really doesn't hurt you, and you're also preparing your team for this long gauntlet district run.
Sure.
And so your defense really is based off of what you're going to see in district.
Well, and the other thing that was encouraging last week is we saw some fairly good speed out of our running backs and receivers. So if they catch it in the open, there's a good chance they're going to get to the end zone.
Well, and speaking of that, we did get an improvement on rushing last week. In both first 2 games, they managed to carry the ball 46 times, both games. They got 316 yards last week versus against Red Oak only 177.
Yeah.
Now they did get 1 touchdown out of rushing that
total
week.
Yards from scrimmage or
from rushing?
Yeah, from rushing.
316 yards last week versus Voice City.
Oh, okay.
In rushing. And the previous week they got 177 with the exact same number of carries both games of 46. So got more yards per carry for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now we did have 2 fumbles last week, and one of those resulted in a turnover. So obviously, you got to hang on the ball. But here's something else that's positive. At no time on the touchdowns that we managed to score, none of the extra points got blocked, which resulted in a crazy 2-point conversion that I don't even know how to record on Max Prep.
That Joe can't put into Max Prep
because it's just not a thing. I had to call it a safety because it's like that wasn't even an option. It wasn't like other. There wasn't a choice, but that's a positive thing.
That is a positive thing. No 2 ways about it.
Now I don't have any defensive stats for you because TC's not uploading those this year. But
the other nice thing too is our holder last week got an exercise in really cruddy long snaps and managed to bring them all down and set the ball down for our kicker to kick it. So that's all encouraging.
Yeah.
But I think bottom line is last week we looked much better in the trench.
I think we did, yep.
And I think our quarterback kind of settled down and started threading the needle a little bit. Now we just have to have our receivers catch the stinking ball.
Well, and he's got to get comfortable with his receivers. We graduated a whole bunch of kids last year.
Yep.
So these are kids coming up from JV from the previous year, and Carson's been in the program for a while. So he's got to get comfortable with the kids that he has in varsity now. And those kids got to go make plays for him so that he knows that when he throws in the ball, that trust is there. and that's what they got to establish that rhythm and into the game and start moving the ball, and that only happens, like I said, in practice, and now we're at game speed. So.
Well, and I've been impressed with Carson Cox, myself. I mean, he's a
He's a
big,
gunslinger.
he's a big quarterback.
Yes, he's a
big
gunslinger.
boy, and so whenever you absolutely have to pound the ball for that 1 yard or whatever, he's just like, I'm gonna do this myself. Or on the option, he just takes it and he gets some good yards.
Yep.
It's like a truck coming at you. You don't expect that out of a quarterback. He looks like a tailback.
Yep.
Or a fullback. So yeah. This will be interesting next week. I'm just going to go ahead and give this to you now, Jeff. Next week versus Burleson the Centennial Spartans out in Burleson. They are currently 3-0.
Ouch.
But they haven't played anyone of consequence yet. But that's next week.
Not until they meet our hoss of a team.
Hey, not until they meet the Cougars. That's right. Looking forward to it. Actually, I won't be here.
You won't be here.
I won't be
We
here.
hope you watch the broadcast.
You won't be traveling with us next week.
No, not next week.
TC Sports Network.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
Streams live.
It is streaming live. That's
stream
where
live.
people are listening to us. Centennial, they're first in their district. They're 1-0.
Our district.
Yeah, our district. They're first place, but they've
Two teams that played
Last night.
two teams that played last night.
played last night, one played last week.
Okay.
Yeah. And
There's 4 teams that have played.
They've already had a district game?
yeah,
Wow.
it's Centennial that puts them in first place just because they played a
Two
game.
teams that have played.
Yeah.
Or 2 teams that have won.
So we got an opportunity to go into first place next week.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
Hey, one game at a time.
Oh, we
And,
got this one in the bag tonight, Garnett. Let's look down the road, man.
Well, this is homecoming.
I'm looking at
You always want to play good on homecoming. You got the cheerleaders dressed up. You got the moms out. We got the
flag corps
Cougar
out there.
and Cougarettes out.
I get it. You got it
tonight.
going on. And what
The
is
band.
what is with our flag corps this year? The Spirit Squad down there. They're wearing overalls this year. They look like Louisville Fighting Farmers. Huh?
Yeehaw.
So the Cougars are lining up to come through the run-through sign. The Scorpions are lining up in the end zone for their run-in. They got them a Scorpion flag going on down there.
Waiting on the captains to do
Waiting on the captain.
Need a coin toss to happen here.
I think there's 30 people on the other
Looks
side.
like the Scorpions are lined up over there. They're waiting on the Cougars to get their captains out here. And the Cougars are strolling up the sideline now. And we will, man, that's a tall kid right in the middle of the Scorpion captain corps. And the Colony Cougar captains will line up at midfield, and we'll see what happens here for the coin toss. Got 3 minutes, 22 seconds. If you need to go use the restroom at home to catch this thing live, now is the time to do it. You got 3 minutes before game time.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight our honorary coin toss, and we got LAFC Board of Trustees President Jenny Pregame. Ms. Pregame has been an LAFC resident since 1999, member of LAFC Board of Trustees in 2016. This last month she was elected board president. Throughout her tenure on the board, Ms. Pregame has been a very active supporter of PCHS, coming to many events, productions, and other PCHS-related activities. We truly appreciate her support, and we are honored to have her with us tonight. Please join us in welcoming Board of Trustees President Jenny Pregame.
Well, let's see what happens here. Looks like we had an honorary corn flipper down there. I don't know who that is, but
Yep.
Colony won. They'll defer to the second half, and the Scorpions will take the football from the north end of the field, working their way south. And the Cougars will kick this thing off to get the contest started here at homecoming. We're here in the Colony, Texas. If you're not here live, you might want to make your way down to the stadium. It's cooling off. Looks to be a good night for football.
Thank goodness it's cooling off.
It's a beautiful night for football. Hey, they got a run through down there.
They got a run through sign.
It definitely needs to be delayed. That's for sure.
Well, they got a tiny squad again this year, don't they?
I still think they have more players than they do fans in the stands.
They definitely have more players than fans. Not by much, but they do. If you don't count the band.
Right, yeah. Don't count the band.
The band quadruples their fan count.
I don't think they have any cheerleaders. No, they do.
Yeah, they got cheerleaders.
All right, there's 9.
They got a drill team.
Okay, well that's fair.
All right, well, we're gonna get this thing cranked up here. Cougars got to put their bonnets on. We'll have the national anthem. We'll let you listen to that right quick, and then we'll get this thing kicked off here.
Well, we went from the record-breaking 109 to right at 99 for the kickoff.
Well,
we
it's
dropped 10 degrees.
supposed to cool down to a whopping 90 next week, so.
At least everybody's in the shade.
That's fall weather. Yeah, at least you got the sun going down now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as the Colony High School JLTC presents the national colors. And the PTHS Temple Choir sings the national anthem from the press box. The colors are presented by the Colony JLTC Color Guard under the direction of Colonel Edden and First Sergeant Richardson. On the American flag is Cadet Sergeant Major Cesar Alday, and on the Texas flag is Cadet Sergeant Jeremiah Miller.
All right, we are back, and field will clear here. Teams will take the field, and we'll get this thing cranked up here.
Nothing like a good national anthem before the football game. Homecoming. Moms are out.
Looks like we got a pretty decent crowd here for homecoming.
Got a nice-looking crowd.
Could be better, but it's pretty good.
All right.
Hey, folks, for over 20 years, Platinum Autographs has served the DFW Metro.
Captains tonight were William Albaganero,
Big shop and mobile same-day service.
Kalen
Give them a call, 972-670-1471.
Richard McCullough, and John Saeed were your captains tonight for the Colony Cougars. And dropping the axe was Dominique Stills.
That's a sledgehammer, Garnett.
Dropping the sledge, dropping the axe.
Not an axe.
Dropping
Sledgehammer.
the sledgehammer.
Drop the hammer.
Dropping the hammer.
All right, dropping
It's
the
hammer time.
Yeah, they might frown on an axe, chopping a hole in the field.
Chop a hole in the field with an
Yeah,
axe.
you know.
Yeah. Or drop it
Dropping
on
the
somebody's
sled.
foot. All right. Cougars are going to take the defensive side of the football to start this contest. And we will see how that goes for them tonight.
And I'm setting up, and it looks like it's going to be a pooch, Jeff.
It does look like a pooch, and the Scorpions will set
They
deep
better
men at the 5.
Come up just a little bit.
Midfield fellas at the 20. And the Cougars will get ready for the kickoff. And here we go. Nope, he kicks this
Oh,
from
he
deep.
kicked away.
Tips it to the 5. It's caught at the 4-yard line, and here come the Scorpions down around the right side.
Oh.
Tries to make it to the edge, can't quite get there. He's tackled at about the 8-yard line, spotted at the 9. It'll be 1st and 10. Scorpions from their own 9-yard line with 11:53 to go in the contest.
the
In the
14.
quarter.
For the Scorpions there.
Up the
The
14.
14.
14-yard line.
And there was
And
a
the
host of tacklers there. on
Cougar
the-
defense will come out. What is with the rib cage pads that the kids are wearing that are all different colors? What's that about? Have you noticed that? Got a set of blue ones down there right now. A couple of the kids have blue ones. Some of them have green. Some of them have rainbow. It's
Looks like a
weird.
fanny pack.
It does look like a fanny pack. Scorpions up on the ball with the spread offense. They'll hand it to the halfback around the left side. He stood up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard on the carry.
I think it's
See
gonna
where
get
they-
right back to the line of scrimmage.
See
there,
where they
Jeff.
dropped the arc. Yep, back to the 14. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Scorpions stood up at the line of scrimmage. Cougar defense in the trench held tough on that one. And they'll send in some reinforcements here and regroup. Cougar defense will come in, load the box on this play, looks like. We got 5 in the box. And the Cougars are bringing the heat on this play. Snaps away, looks to the flat. Oh, almost picked off in the flat by the Cougars. That would have been pick 6 for
Oh, my
sure.
goodness.
Holy cow. He must be one of our receivers. It hit him right in the
Right in
hands.
the hand. Oh, my. Jeff.
Cougars.
Don't go there, Jeff.
Cougars just missed a pick 6. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Scorpions from their own 14. They'll line it up again, this time from close to the left hash mark. Snaps away, dropped back, thrown to the flat, caught. Oh, and he is knocked down at around the, looks like 16-yard line. Gain of 2 on the pass. Might have got, the only spot gave him 1 on that. How is that possible? Oh my goodness, because they knocked him forward. So 4th and 9 from the 15. Scorpions will line up in a punt formation. And they'll set one man wide, the scramble in for the punt. Snaps away. It's wide right. Oh, Cougars are covering that thing up, but he got it away somehow. I'm not sure how. There were 4 Cougars right in front of the punter. Managed to get it straight up out of the pack and down to the Scorpion 42. Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from the Scorpion 42-yard line, and the Cougar offense on the field.
They almost
Carson
ran over that punter.
They did almost run over that punter. Carson will bring his team to the line here. He'll have a slot back to the left with his halfback to the left as well. Put a man in motion, jet back coming across. They fake to the jet back, to the tailback, right up the middle of the field. He's got lots of room to run, and this is going to the house as the Cougars will score. Did he knock him out of bounds before he got there? Nope. It's a touchdown, and the Cougars will go up 6-0 with first play of the game. And the Cougar offense had a great block off the left tackle, and the fake to the jet back across the set, handoff to the tailback off the left hip of the tackle, and he was off to the races.
Well, I thought he started slowing down. South Hills had a good angle on him, but he was able just enough to get into the end zone.
PAT attempt coming up. Snaps away. Oh, drops the hold. Punter, kicker picks it up. He's scrambling around the right side. He might get there for two. Oh, and he's dropped just short of the two-pointer. So your Cougars will lead 6-0 with 10:25 to go in the first quarter with one play on the offensive side of the football and take it to the house from the Scorpion 42-yard line. And the offense looks cranked up tonight, Garnett.
Well, it's homecoming, Jeff. We wouldn't expect anything else but to be ready to rock and roll. Turning up the heat.
And our flag corps is running with the flags backwards. They got to run right to left, not left to right.
Replay on that one.
So your Colony Cougars look good out of the trench in that first play.
Plodding.
And the Scorpions will get ready for the kickoff. Cougars will come out. What are they going to do, Garnett? Are they going to squib this one? Kick it deep.
Might as well kick it.
Kick it deep.
Kick
Let it
away.
fly.
Looks like the Cougars got two kickers. Now they're going with number 80, Stephen Jameson.
Well, you don't want to wear a kicker out, man.
Yeah, they just had Blake kicking just a few minutes ago. So maybe.
And they'll let this one fly. It kicks deep down to the 4 as well. Caught in the middle of the field. Nice catch by oh, and he is drug out at the 31-yard line by the Cougar kickoff team. Nice catch at the 4 and a good run after the catch. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Scorpion 31. Better field position than the last possession they had. This will give them a little bit of a break off that Cougar defense that dominated on the line of scrimmage in that first series. Cougars out on the Scorpions out on the field now. They'll run out of a spread. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 at the bottom of your screen on the numbers. No slot back. Tailback to the left of the quarterback on the right hash mark. He'll hand it to that tailback, and oh man, had him behind the line of scrimmage, slung him around, he got loose and still buried him at about the 22.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose
They
about 3.
might have got
he ran about 20 yards and lost 3.
Lost 3. So they'll spot that at the Cougar 29, at the Scorpion 29. It'll be 2nd and 12 from that spot. Scorpions having a rough time tonight getting untracked on the offensive side of the football. Cougar defense, on the other hand, is bringing it every play, stacking up the box and really making things rough on the front line of this Scorpion offense. Looks to the flat,
Oh.
pump fakes it, and the receiver turned around and didn't see the ball coming on a soft coverage and just flat threw it over his head.
Yeah, that looked like there was some miscommunication there. And
incomplete. Well, a pump faked out his receiver.
Yep, and he was waiting for him to reset and just threw the ball out of bounds.
3rd and 12 from the Scorpion 29. Cougars on the ball. They're relaxing the box. Put their ends out on the edge and 2 down men. Looks to the flat, caught. Oh, and he gets rung up at the 28. And I think he fought back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 4th and 12 from the 29-yard line. Scorpions will bring their punt squad out again. And what the Cougars have to pay attention here, Garnett, is they came really close last time to getting a roughing the kicker penalty. They really kind of came in tight on that kicker. Somehow, I'm not sure how he got that ball away when he kicked it, honestly. They were so close to him.
Yeah, there was got some homecoming cheerleaders down there as they were setting up. Oh!
Oh! Gets the punt away. And, takes a Cougar bounce back to the 49.
And then just
died. It'll be Cougar first down. from the Cougar 49-yard line, and the offense has great field position for the second time tonight on the second possession of the ball game. 8:52 to play in the first quarter. Your Cougars lead 6-0. Their second possession coming up, and the defense is able to hold the Scorpions to little to no yardage in 2 possessions, and the Cougars will line it up with a slot back to the right, tailback to the right. Carson with the snap count, snaps away, fakes to the tailback, looks to the flat, caught, and a turn to the outside, and he'll be drugged down at the Scorpion 45. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the Scorpion 45, and the Cougars managed to pull off the flat pass, lined up on the right hash mark. Twins out to the top of your screen, snaps away, they'll hand it to the tailback off around the right side, scampering to the tight side of the field, almost got it to the down marker. Maybe they'll give him the first down. I doubt it, though.
He's going to be half a yard
going to be
short.
about a foot short.
Oh, no, they're waving.
They're going to move the chains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he made it.
And the Cougars will pick up a first down. And still moving the football. Carson looks, and a fake to the tailback up the middle of the field. Nice block in the trench, and he'll take it down to the Scorpion 20 with a gain of 16 yards, 17 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he didn't get touched. He got
what a hole he had to run through. Nice burst of speed at the line of scrimmage, and the Cougars come up big with a big first down at the Scorpion 22. 1st and 10 from the spot, and Carson will bring his team to the line again. Slot back to the left. They'll shift him to the right. Snaps away. Pass to the flat again on a soft coverage by the Scorpions. And he just ran over the cornerback to put that one in the end zone, as the Cougars now will go up 12-0 with 7:30 to go in the first quarter against the South Hill Scorpions. And the Cougar offense is killing it right now with some excellent play call and execution by the line in front of our running core and passing. That was a nice play off the soft coverage, Garnett.
Well, and he threw a quick little out and was about to get tackled and just said, boom!
PAT up, snaps away, holds down, kick is up. And it is good. He barely got that one through the uprights. I'm telling you, that thing almost hit the left upright. Cougars lead now 13-0 with 7:30 to go in the first quarter. And the Cougar line is dominating tonight in the trench, and it's making a huge difference for this offensive squad.
Yeah, great play call there by the Cougars offense coordinator. Cougar receiver Ivan Blesnick on the reception there, and just, determination, breaks a tackle or two, and then next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
So the Cougars will kick this one away again.
And the Cougars were going with tempo, catching the South Hills off guard. You got to get set up quickly when you're playing the Cougars.
They were definitely in a hurry-up type offense in that series, which paid off. Our scoreboard's back to its hinkiness, which 99-0 with 99 minutes to go in the quarter. And the Cougars will line it up for the kickoff. Good thing we only have 4 home games with that scoreboard acting up. For those of you wondering what's going on with the scoreboard here at Cougar Stadium, new press box has green tinted windows in it that interferes with radio transmission. Kickoff is away. He kicks it deep down to the 4-yard line again, and I think both kickers kicked it within a 2 square foot box on the field all 3 times.
He made the cut.
He's up the right side. He turns the corner. And caught from behind, brought down at the Scorpion 35. To be 1st and 10 from that spot. I don't know who that masked man was coming up behind him, but holy cow, he came out of there like a dart and caught the runner up the right side of the field.
Yeah, the screen 10 is also why I'm not on the field with the camera.
Yep, it's exactly why. So the tent is wreaking havoc with our scoreboard transmission. It's a wireless controller, and they haven't figured out how to get that to work yet. So we get to have a goofy scoreboard.
I got a hammer in my truck.
Cougars stacking the box again. They're bringing an extra man up off the right side. Oh, and it was a good call because it was a handoff to the left, and the Cougars will stand him up about 4 or 5 yards deep. Loss of 3 on the carry, it looks like, and it'll be 2nd and 13 from the Scorpion 30. And the Cougars read that play like they knew it was called and stacked the box on the left side.
Then you had a corner blitzing right off of that.
And boy,
and they
boy.
They
ran right to
into
the defense.
blitz. Yep.
So they'll line it up in a T formation, 2 wideouts. Snaps away, steps back, fires to the flat. Soft coverage. Oh, and he breaks the tackle, stays on his feet. Gain of about, what's that look like, 7 yards, 8 yards on the carry.
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
After reception, 3rd and 5 from the Scorpion 38-yard line. And 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. Scorpions on the move. Defense, big 3rd down for the Colony defense to set this Scorpion squad with the punt back on the field. From the T formation, they'll line up out of the shotgun, hand it to the left halfback, and he will get brought down right at about the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard on the carry.
I think he gained a yard.
And it'll be 4th and 4 from the 39-yard line of the Scorpions, and they'll have to come back out with a punt squad, as probably not a good decision to go for it with 4th and 4, given the history of the offense tonight. Oh, nope, they are going to go for it.
What do you got to lose?
They're going to quick kick this. This is a quick kick, I'm telling you. Scorpions out on the field. Nope, here comes the punter. He was taking a break or messing with his girlfriend or something over there.
Tie his shoes.
So the punter's on the field. We're going to punt this thing away. Colony is going to stack it up on the right side. They're going to try to block this thing. Oh, and we got to delay a game on the Scorpions. That'll cost them a bit.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention to the game. Cost them.
It's hard, Garnett, when you're the punter because, you don't get to go in very well except for every series if you're a Scorpion. So the Scorpions will reset with a 5-yard slap on the hand. Snaps away. Punter looks to his right. Oh, he gets the punt away, but I think Cougar got a hand on it, and it comes down in Scorpion territory. That was a kick of about, let's call it 21 yards on the punt down to the Scorpion 47-yard line. Cougar first down from that spot, and the Cougars tonight keep their streak alive of great field position on the offensive side of the football to start the drive. They've out of 3 drives, they've only started once in their end of the field.
Just one, yeah.
And it was 1 yard inside their end of the field. So the Cougar offense is enjoying very good field position tonight to start their drives. They'll line it up. I'd like to see him throw one across the middle of the field now.
Just go deep.
No.
Just a
bring that inside receiver across the middle and hit him on the dead run. Let's see what that boy's got for wings. See if he had some Red Bull before this game.
Just go. I just want to see
Snaps away. Carson on the shotgun. No, what do we got? We got a timeout? Somebody call a timeout?
Nope, got a false start.
Flag.
Oh, boy.
On the Cougar.
We took too long to fart around there, and the Cougars got impatient. Got a little false start. That'll cost us 5. And it'll be 1st and 15. They're waving off the flag for some reason.
I think
they moved before they blew the ball live. 4:59 to go in the first quarter. Cougars up on the ball. 1st and 10 from the Scorpion 48. Snaps away. Carson will look downfield. There it is. Going to air it out down the left side. Oh, and he dropped it. Hit him right in the hands, and he dropped the football. Oh, my goodness. That boy could play for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, now.
You called it, though.
I did call it, didn't I? I said that's what was coming.
He was home free.
He was home free.
I
think he was so
amped about being open
because
he couldn't catch the football.
The move he gave him. And he was so wide open. The
Snaps away. Carson looks down the right side. Up across the middle. There it is. I called it. Oh, and he caught it and brought it in for 6 points. And the Cougars are up by 19-0 with 4:42 to go. Told you it was going to be across the middle. Well, there it was, baby.
I called the
but my guy caught it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mine's a basketball player.
That's even worse. Cougars line it up for the PAT. And let's see. I'd go for 2, see if we can even it up. Cougars will, what's he got on his leg? Looks funny. Looks like he's got a pair of shorts on with a, or cut the leg off a long. We're gonna get a false start.
Because he was running to. They didn't wait for him to get lined up.
They should have just left him off the field, played a man short.
Yep, somebody didn't know they were supposed to go on the field.
So we're going to back it up 5 yards. We had another guy down here drinking water, not paying attention.
Coach said we weren't supposed to score that fast.
So Cougars will line it up 5 yards deep. So now we'll try a 25-yard extra point. Good practice in case we need a field goal down the stretch. Snaps away, holds down, and kick is up and looks to be good. And your Cougars lead 20-0 with 4:42 in the first quarter. Your Colony Cougars perfect on the night with 3 drives and 3 scores with excellent field position in each of the 3 drives. And the Scorpions will come back out to get another kickoff and see what they can do with it. The South Hills team now is having a difficult time on the offensive and defensive side of the football containing the Colony Cougars tonight. Cougars are putting a show on here for homecoming here at home. If you're not here, you're missing a great football game on the Cougars side of the field. And might be a good time to hop on down here and check out your Colony Cougars live and in person. 4:42 to go in the quarter. Man, it seems like once we hit about 6 minutes in the quarter, the clock quit running.
Yeah, it did.
Cougars will line this one up. Kickoff, my guess is they're going to go deep. You think he's going to hit that right hash mark down there again at the 4-yard line? Because
I think
both kickers have done it every time.
Right to the 20. Here's the pooch, right to the 20.
No, he's going to kick it long. Going to kick it deep, make him run it out. Boom, he kicked a worm burner down there to the 10-yard line, caught clean, and return up to the 31-yard line. Who knows where they'll spot that thing. They're going to spot it at the 29. How is that possible?
No, I think they're going to spot it right at the 30.
Got to put it at the 30 at least. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Scorpion 30-yard line from the right hash mark. And the Scorpions offense will come out and go to work with 4:37 to go in the quarter, trailing 20-0 here at Tommy Briggs Stadium in the Colony, Texas. Your Cougars putting on a show here for homecoming. Defense up on the line. They're going to stack the box again, Garnett, bringing up the 2 middle linebackers. Now they'll drop the linebackers, bring up the 2 ends. Oh, man, they're stacking the box big time. They're going to hand it to that poor tailback who gets mobbed behind the line of scrimmage. Probably dropped a yard, maybe 2. Nope, they're going to bring it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30, and the Scorpions managed to somehow get it back to the line of scrimmage with a host of Cougars dropping in on the tailback after the handoff. They'll put 3 wideouts to the left side at top of your screen. Cougars will be in a 3-down set. Oh my goodness, and he caught that ball on the tip. Wow, he might take that to the house. Oh my goodness.
That may be a horse
That
collar.
might be a horse collar from behind.
Uh-oh.
No.
I don't know how they didn't call that.
I don't know how they didn't call that
out
either.
of position.
He ripped his spine out of.
He did pull that kid's head off with his shoulder pads. Oh my goodness. Scorpions get a great run off of a two-defender tip to the receiver, and what would have been a pick 6 ends up being about a 30-yard reception down the left side to the Cougar 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Scorpions, and the Cougar defense for the first time working in there into the field. Oh man, they stacked him up at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on the carry, it looks like. Are they going to stack that kid up at the line of scrimmage? They should give him that yard. That was a hard-earned yard. He took a beating for that.
Are you feeling sorry for him?
I am feeling sorry for him right about now. 2nd and 10, did not give him the yard on the forward progress there. I'm not sure why. Scorpions up on the ball. 2nd and 10 from the Cougar 33. They'll line it up in a standard spread offense. Looks to the flat, fires out, and it's caught.
Oh, no.
And he's going to take that one to the house with a nice spin move to the inside and just juked the cornerback out of his shorts and took it to the house. And the Scorpions are on the board with 2:54 to go here in the first quarter, trailing 20-6. Shown that they can move the football against this Cougar defense if they're not careful.
Well, yeah, and the Cougars defenders were coming on a blitz and left a corner out on the island. Corner took a gamble, then didn't wrap up to make a tackle. Oh, it looks like we got a personal foul on the field there, Jeff. Against both teams, so it looks like it's offsetting. But yeah, great run after the catch by the South Hills receiver. I only had that one man to beat on the Cougars defender. Broke that tackle, and there was no one else there.
They got to be pretty happy about getting a touchdown.
PAT coming up, looks good. Threaded that needle, and the Scorpions now trail 27 with 2:43 to go in the first quarter behind your Colony Cougars. They've shown now they can move the football on a big play, Garnett, and the Colony
Two
defense.
big plays.
Colony defense needs to stand up and take notice of that. Start putting a stake in the ground like they did in the first 3 possessions. So the Scorpions will kick off to the Cougars. Let's see if they can run one back again tonight without a personal foul.
You think?
That'd be great. Run it back without a block in the back on the other end of the football field. So your Cougar kickoff return team on the field for the first time tonight. They'll play short at the 20-yard line with the deep man. And the Scorpions, they must have seen something on some game film where they only pooch it or something, Garnett, because it's kind of weird that we're pulling up our deep men to the 20-yard line.
What?
They're going to mark off a hand-to-face foul on the last play of that drive. And so it's a 15-yard personal foul. So they'll kick off from
both sides, though.
They're kicking into the wind.
So they'll kick from the Cougar 45. Cougars need to set a man in the end zone on this one because they're going to kick this thing deep.
Well, do you think the Cougars will return it?
I would.
Because you get automatic at the 25.
I'd return it. You're up 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he worm burned it down to the. Oh man,
no.
That was a bad move. And the Cougars are going to get caught deep.
Oh no!
Get out.
You got to get out of the end zone. Cougars almost gave up 2 points on the touchback.
Wow, he was running sideways.
Running sideways instead of north and south, and that's what it gets you, 2 yards. Cougars will take over with the worst field position of the night from both teams. 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line.
Well,
How they mark that out at the 4? My goodness.
Looks like he slipped coming out of the end zone and then misjudged the ball.
So the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Horrible field position. Let's see if they can run this thing out and get some breathing room.
No, here comes your slant right here.
Nah, they're going to run this tailback off the right side. Missed the side. He went to the left side, which is uncharacteristic for our team. Usually we run to the short side of the field. They'll line it up again, same play. Snaps away, looks to the flat, fires, it's caught, and he brings it out to about the 16-yard line. A couple of yards short of the first down. What do we got? We got a false start. Illegal receiver downfield. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be against the Cougars. Too many men on the field.
For who? South Hills? Oh, okay. We'll see if he puts that.
All right, well, that'll be good news for the Cougars.
Did he put the illegal sub sign up? Yep, there he goes right there.
Yep.
All right. Up, decline.
And
They took the play.
we took the play for the first down, and the Cougars will get a first down from their own 17. Out to the flat again on the left side, and he takes that scamper up to about the 30-yard line.
There's Xavier Green making up for that the drop early.
Should be another first down, but he may have gone out before. Nope, they're going to move the chains, I think. Yep, they're going to move the chains. It's a first down Cougars from their own 23-yard line. 28-yard line, I'm sorry. Cougars looking for the play to come in from the sideline. Twins down at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, he's one-on-one at the top.
Snap is away. Looks downfield. He's got time. Across the middle again.
Nice.
Down to the about midfield. He'll be first and 10 from the Cougar 48. Nice slant route across the middle of the field, and Carson hit him in stride. And now we're going to
got a
get
penalty.
Oh,
Illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield. Cougars have got to stop that.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty?
5-yarder. So the Cougars will have first and 15.
I didn't see who leaked out. Did you see who
I
leaked?
didn't see. From their 23. And that was a bad break. Let's see if they can overcome the penalty. Carson will take the snap. He'll hand it to the tailback off the right side. He gets buried. Makes a gain of about 1.
About 2 on that one.
Maybe 2. Be second and 13 from the 25-yard line. Cougar 25. They'll come back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to move the ball better than that to get the chains down the field. Carson takes the snap. Fakes to the tailback. Looks downfield, and he rips it.
He's got
Got
2 people
2
running.
downfield. Oh, did he catch it?
Yep.
And he got it at the 35 of the Scorpions. It'll be first and 10 from the Scorpion 35. Two receivers downfield, and they almost dropped the football because they were fighting for it.
Yep. I was like, oh, they got 2 people running.
And
which one is going to get
Carson
it?
will bring the team up to the line of scrimmage again. Snaps away. Looks to the flat. Caught. Jukes to the inside. Oh, defender bites. He works his way back to the middle, almost the left hash mark, atop of the numbers, and almost to the Scorpion 15. It'll be first and 10 from the Scorpion 18-yard line. And the Cougars on the move after a unfortunate penalty early in the drive. Looks to the flat. Looks. And he dropped it again. Hit him in the hands again. You got to quit doing that, Garnett.
Ugh. I thought the defender was going to get there, and then the defender took a bad angle to it, and the receiver one-armed it.
Second and 10. Cougars on the ball. Still running a bit of a hurry-up offense. Oh, and they give it to the jetback on the sweep. Here he goes, gets around the corner, and he takes it into the house, I think.
Yeah,
did he not?
It's going to be holding on that outside receiver.
We're going to get a hold out on the corner.
He had it. Yep, he held him out on the.
Dag nabbit, Cleo. So the Cougars will take a hickey here and get moved back. It was a good jet sweep, though, I got to say.
Yeah, it was. You saw it coming. And you say, "Ooh, this got a chance right here."
Second and 12 from the Scorpion 20.
It's only second and 12.
Second and 12 from the Scorpion 20. Cougars on the line of scrimmage. Snaps away. Carson looks down the right side. Scampers around. Big man looking for a place. Now he's got the ball running up the field. Carson's going to take it.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to get it in. And Carson takes it to the house up the left side on a broken play. And the Cougars will put 6 more on the board. 26-7 at the end of the quarter. They'll bring on the PAT, untimed play, and we will start the quarter with a good margin ahead of the Scorpions, either 26-7 or 27-7. We'll see what the PAT can muster up here.
Yeah, once you got ahead of steam, you didn't want to put your arm out to do an arm tackle on that boy.
Team set. Snaps away, holds down, kick is up, and looks to be good. And it is. And the Cougars lead 27-7 at the start of the second quarter. And that was a great drive from two respects. Throwing the ball good, Carson hitting his receivers. Unfortunately, dropped a few. But the bigger picture is they were able to overcome 2 big penalties in the
big
drive.
penalties on the drive. You like your mix of your run and your pass. And in this district, that's all that matters. You got to be able to move the ball, especially when you get late in the season.
But they were able to overcome the penalties there and on the offensive drive. So the Cougars now will come out with the kickoff team. We'll see what the Scorpions can do. Yeah, Carson did a great job on the replay there. And that nice little bunny hop to the right, about 3 yards out, kind of got him home. But yeah, and that that defender was right to fall down, because had he tried to take Carson up top, that was just getting run over. That was just pain train coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was just not good.
You don't want to see that.
Yeah, that was a TC tattoo coming. I'm just saying.
He said that only comes in black and Vegas gold.
So the Scorpions will line up. They'll switch ends of the field. Scorpions will be going north now, Cougars south. And that will make the Cougars with the wind. So Carson's going to have to dial the azimuth down on the throw this time, Garnett, or the wind's going to catch that ball and take it to Carrollton.
Yeah, he's a slinger for sure.
Our kickers should have a good time now kicking with the wind, and it's a pretty stiff wind north to south.
It knocked the ball off the tee.
Is it going sideways? Well, kick it to the left.
Yeah.
Kick it to the left of the field so it'll bring it back right. And we need to get that kid a new pair of pants. He's wearing a pair of long pants there, and they tore the leg off one side.
That's the style.
Kick is coming, and he boots this one down to about kicks it out of bounds. That's no bueno.
That's a penalty.
And that'll give them a 5-yarder. So they'll start at what would be the 25-yard line. And the Scorpions will have 1st and 10 from their own 25. Oh, they're going to spot it at the 30. Is that a 10-yard penalty? So the Cougar defense on the field for the 4th time tonight? 5th time? Scorpions trying to make good here. And man, that wind is really blowing.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it.
And the Scorpions come out on the field, trailing 27-7 here in the second quarter. Cougar defense will line up, stack the box. Middle linebackers playing short, and they'll tighten in the corners. Snaps away, a little high. Given to the tailback. He's going to get stood up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll drop about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 from the Scorpion 28. And that was a nice heady defensive play by the Colony Cougars as they rallied around the initial stop behind the line of scrimmage. Scorpions now struggling to get this ball unseated here and move down the field.
I'm surprised they're not going back with those quick passes that they did in their previous series.
Out of the shotgun, snaps away. It'll be a keeper. And he.
Oh no!
Oh man! And he
got.
Did he drop it?
Blasted on the pitch.
Did he drop that ball?
He dropped the football. Yeah, he didn't catch the pitch.
He got the snot knocked out of him.
That was a gobstopper. No two ways about it. Slobber knocker. They're going to give it to the Scorpions.
Yeah, I think it bounced around long enough that the Scorpions fell on it.
It'll be 3rd and 19 from the Scorpion 21. Scorpions trying to dig out of a big hole now. Cougars have an opportunity with some great field position or a pick six or scoop six here from the defense.
Lost the clock.
Because it's broken?
Broke. Snaps away. Quarterback looks to the flat. Oh, and he throws it wide. And we're going to get a personal foul on that one.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to ding him on the late hit. I'm not sure that was valid. The receiver was running
Oh.
at him.
That was taunting.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, no.
Can't do that.
And it's 4th down.
And by the way, if he does that again, he's disqualified. That's why they're writing it down.
We had a guy booted last week for.
Yep.
Gave him a first down.
That'll be a 15-yarder automatic first down, and the Scorpions are alive.
Rangel's going out to get an explanation, but, yep, Coach, it's a personal foul.
Yeah, it was a personal foul for sure. Yeah. Wow.
That wind has really picked up.
It really has. I can hear it on that field mic.
I've heard about that.
So they went from 3rd and 20, 15-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Yep.
So they didn't even pick up 20 yards off the penalty. But because of the penalty, they get a first down.
You think we'll get some of that mythical rain stuff they talk about?
I don't know.
I'm not sure I believe in it. It's not real.
I'm not sure I do either.
Cougars look like they're dialing it up something. Oh, no, he throws it.
Oh, and he caught it on a dead run, but was he out of bounds?
Oh, he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Out of bounds when he caught it.
Bounds.
Well, that was lucky for us.
Wow. Cougar defender got caught looking in the backfield, and South Hill's quarterback was able to escape. I mean, a big rush coming by the Cougars defender, and just got it off, but threw it towards the sideline and out of bounds. Whew.
Handed off to the tailback, but it looks like he just made it back to the line of scrimmage there.
Yep, that tailback is going to need some ice tonight.
Trying to get a little bit of that wind noise out of the feed. I think I got it.
Looks like they gave him a yard on that one. 3rd and 9.
Yep, they did give him a yard.
3rd and 9 from the Scorpion 32. 37, sorry. Oh,
I think
snaps away. Defense might have got an encroachment there. Nope, didn't get called. Oh, got caught from behind.
But I think he got enough.
He got
They're
the
gonna
first
give him
down.
enough for the first down.
Yep, he picked up the first down for sure
Well,
by a
he's
couple of
limping.
yards.
He is limping.
Well, he got jammed by a big old boy on his back.
2 of them, he got sandwiched.
That monkey got right on his back. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Scorpions from their own 46-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the half.
I think they pulled that kid up from the elementary school. He is tiny.
He did look small, didn't he?
Scorpions up on the ball, 1st and 10. Cougars stacking the box here. They come off the left side. Oh, and he grabs it from behind. Oh, and he's stacked up for a loss of 2, it looks like. They're going to let him back to the 45-yard line. Dropped him 1 yard. 2nd and 11 from the Scorpion 45. 9:31 to go in the half. Scorpions trying to move this football. What do we got? Got a bleeding player. Need a swap out here.
Yep, gonna make you sub.
Somebody that ain't leaking.
Get you a SpongeBob Band-Aid, you'll be good to go.
There you go. Put a Scorpion Band-Aid on there. 2nd and 11 from the 45-yard line. Scorpions up on the ball. Snaps away. Oh, snap.
Throw it.
Oh,
he
quarterback is getting tore up back here. He's dropped for a loss of about 5.
So did it look like he fumbled the ball?
It did look like he fumbled. It looked like it bounced right back up to the quarterback's hands.
Because I think it was a RPO, and he pulled it out of the back's hand.
Yep.
And then on his run, Looked
Yep.
like he fumbled it, but it bounced right back to him.
back to him. 3rd and 16 from the Scorpion 40. They're struggling now. 8:27 in the half. Scorpions up on the ball, snaps away. Quarterback looks to his left, fires to the flat. Oh, and it's batted down by the Cougars. And the Scorpions will bring their punt squad out with a 4th and 16 from their own 40. And the Cougar defensive squad comes out to pull a no-nonsense defense off of a couple of unfortunate penalties that allowed the Scorpions to have the door open a couple of times and are able to still stop them. Cougars lead 27-7 here with 8:15 to go in the half. Punter's out. Snap is away. He gets the punt away. Man, it was short, wasn't it? Holy cow.
Looks like he just went into a big pile of players. Like it went horizontal.
I think
it got blocked, but it got blocked into.
Yeah, that was weird.
Can he run with the ball? I'm kind of.
They need to put that down where he caught it.
I couldn't tell if it got blocked or.
If it hit a Cougar before he got it, then it's a Scorpion ball.
He kicked it into the ground.
Yeah, but I thought he bounced it off the ground.
I think the refs might have figured out, agreed on what to do here, or they might still be talking about it.
So it's going to be a Cougar first down.
Did he advance that for a first down?
No.
So why are they putting it where he's got
I don't know
top
why
of that?
they left him allowing him to advance the football, but it's Cougar first down from midfield. Carson looking to the sideline. Cougars will line up trips to the left or to the right, bottom of your screen. They'll put one wide out, top of the numbers on the top of the screen.
Oh, this is a big run right here.
Carson's fixing to throw this thing deep. Looks to the flat. Caught. And here we go. Big man up the right side. Nice stiff arm at the 40. And he'll be drug out of bounds at what looks to be about the 32-yard line. It'll be first down. Cougars on the move here. Going to put a few more points on the board before halftime. On the right hash mark. Carson's got his team in kind of a hurry-up offense. They'll hand it to the tailback. Fake to the tailback. Carson rolls out to the left, slings the ball to the left side, and can't bring it down as he overthrows the receiver at the 10-yard line by a couple of yards.
I think we got a flag down at the 16-yard line. We're going to get an illegal sub again.
We're going to get a illegal receiver downfield.
I don't think they got the players off again. He's saying illegal sub.
Up, the Scorpions are going to get dinged for an illegal sub again. That'll help the Colony offense on a miscue. Cougars lead 27-7 with 7:48 to go here in the half. They'll move the football 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 from the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. Cougars will bring set in tight with the slot back. They'll hand it to the tailback. He jukes back to the left side off the right hash mark, and he will get a gain of about 16 yards down to the Scorpion 13, 14. To the tailback again. He's going to rally down to about the Scorpion 4-yard line. And it will be first and goal from the 4. And the Cougars now threatening to score again here on the Scorpions. Snaps away. They'll hand it to the tailback again, and he will take this one to the house. Cougars score 34-7. Or 33-7 with 7:16 to go in the half, and the PAT squad will come out once again. That was just ground and pound up the middle of the field, Garnett. They didn't even get to chew much clock off. And the Cougars will line it up for the PAT. Snaps away. It's high, but it brought down by the holder, and the kick is up and good. And your Cougars lead 34-7 with 7:15 to go here in the half at homecoming at Tommy Briggs Stadium in the Colony, Texas. And the Cougars are putting on a show, and the flag corps finally got it right to run right to left and let you see the flags in the right orientation. That ain't right. Run it from the right side so you can read the flags.
Here's a replay on this one.
Had a pretty good hole up the middle of the field on that play to score. That was pretty awesome.
That was for the people that were dyslexic that they were trying to help out on the broadcast. Running the flags.
I resemble that. And the Cougars will kick off, wind blowing briskly from the east to west on the field.
It is.
Briskly, it might be an understatement. The flag is sticking straight out from the flagpole.
If he was driving, that's what you call a tailwind.
I don't even think that's a tailwind. I think that's a brisk crosswind. Cougars will line up for the kickoff. They'll set 2 men deep at the 10-yard line.
Looks like the kicker needs somebody to hold the ball.
And
Yeah, it just keeps wind knocking it off.
wind keeps knocking it off the tee.
Out of bounds again.
Kicked it out of bounds again. That was a different kicker, so both kickers afflicted with the same disease of out of bounds kicking.
Well, you know, to be fair, the wind is pretty tough tonight. Yeah.
That's why you kick it to the left. Just saying.
Just kick it with your left foot.
Well, you could try that. I'm not sure that would work, but knock yourself out.
Well, I mean, if you kick it with your right foot and it goes right.
They're going to make him kick it again, so he gets another shot at it. Kick this thing left, man. Let that wind hook it back in.
They're going to make him kick it again.
I would too.
And you know what happens on the second rundown? You're a little gassed, right? That's why you make them kick it again.
We need to condition him like that boy that played both ways for Colorado against TCU. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Ouch, he was rough too, man. He wasn't a very big player, but man, he had some stamina in him. So here we go. Kickoff number 2 with 7:15 to go in the half. Your Cougars lead 34-7. Up, and what do we got going on here? They blew the thing dead again. He's going to pooch it this time. Yep, got a pooch down, and it's going to be caught at the 25, 28. And he is balled up at the 37-yard line of the Scorpions. 1st and 10, Scorpions from their own 37-yard line with 7:08 to go here in the half, trailing 34-7 behind your Colony Cougars here at Tommy Briggs Stadium. Homecoming tonight, district opener, and the Cougars are looking pretty good tonight.
Hey, that's the good thing, right? You want to start. Always want to play good on homecoming, and your first district game, you always want to go into the district with the win. So looking good on both fronts right now.
Cougar defense up to the line of scrimmage. Scorpions, oh, we're stacking the box on this play. Here it comes. Hand off to the tailback. He gets stacked behind the line of scrimmage. I think he lost at least a yard on that play. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 37-yard line, as the Colony defense was just a wall that was not to be penetrated by that running back.
Yeah, they were not giving a yard on that when they had everybody in.
They had the whole defense stacking them up. 2nd and 11 from the Scorpion 37-yard line. 6:51 to go, clock running. Cougars stacking the box again. Here we go. It's going to be a show of force. Snaps away, looks to the flat, throws, and it's incomplete.
The receiver didn't even see that one.
No, he was trying to get there, but the QB was throwing it to a spot because that was a massive rush coming by the
It was a
Cougar.
spot his receiver was not at.
Yeah.
And it'll be 3rd and 11 from the same spot. 6:28 to go here in the half.
He's got to throw this down the field.
And the Scorpions are working on a huge deficit here, trailing 34-7. Snaps away. Looks to the left. Oh, gets his screen out on the left side, and here he comes. Oh, and he gets dumped in an open field tackle at the Scorpion 43-44. They'll spot it. It'll be 4th and 4 from that spot, and the Scorpions will bring their punt squad back out again.
That was a nice play call there, but it looked like he was going to get some yards. Cougars defender just come up and just said, thump.
He cut him down at the knees. That's a really high-risk, low-percentage tackle, by the way, in an open field situation.
But he thumped him.
Had that guy jumped instead of dropped his head, he might have picked up another 20, 30 yards on that play.
He thumped him, and that was one of the Scorpions' biggest players.
He was a big boy. There's no two ways about that.
You think they're going for it here? They call timeout.
I think
What do you
they're
got to
gonna-
lose?
I think they're going to think about it. I mean, 5 minutes to go in the half, you're down a boatload. What are you going to do? I mean, you got to stop the bleeding somehow, Garnett. It's not like I mean, at the end of the day, you hand the ball back over to the Cougars in this end of the field. They just
They're gonna
score
score it.
quicker, and you're going to get the ball back. So,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, does it really matter? I mean, or do you? I mean, it comes down to, do you want the ball back in this half to try to score again or not?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Because if you give the Cougars the ball down, I mean, come on.
But
Look at the
looks like-
performance of their punter. He's probably averaging 25 yards a punt tonight.
it looks
Not
like-
trying to be ugly, but that's the reality of the situation. So, it is what it is.
Looks like
but-
South Hills did come back out with the punt team.
But they're
though.
still going to try to punt this thing.
I thought they were going to do a change.
If I was the Cougars,
No,
you know what
fake-
I'd do? I'd drop my whole punt squad and try to run this thing back.
Fake punt.
Oh, he snaps high. Can't get a handle on it. The punter's going to get tackled down at the 18-yard. Oh, and it's a scoop 6.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. And the Cougars do a scoop 6 at the 12-yard line. And, oh, my goodness, things turn ugly for the Scorpions on the busted punt play. 5:33 to go, and your Cougars are wrecking it up here in the first half, making it 40-7 with 5:33 to go in the half. And holy mackerel, that was a high snap. Punter can't get a grip on it, and it's just bouncing around for the first guy to get to it and take it.
Was he down, though? They may call him down.
No, he wasn't down. What do you think?
They may call him down before the scoop and score.
How you going to call him down? He didn't have the football. He might have been down, but he didn't have the football. Football's bouncing around loose.
Well, ref came over to tell Rangel something.
He said, Coach, get off the gas. That's what he's telling him. This thing's turning ugly. Get off the gas,
No,
Coach.
he's not. He's not telling him to get off.
Get off the gas, Coach.
Coach,
I think he's
look
telling
happy.
him he was down on the before the scoop and score. I think he had the ball, got tackled, but the ball came out after the tackle. Yes, that's what's happened. I was thinking, I was like, I think he was down.
So the Cougar offense will come out with a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line, I'm thinking.
No, 20.
No!
They're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line.
That's a bad
Yeah.
spot.
Pretty close to the 20.
That's a bad spot. So 1st and 10 from the Scorpion 20 with 5:33 to go. I'd ground and pound right here.
Well,
Ground and pound, baby.
that's, yes.
Ground and pound. Do a jet sweep to the left. Tailback up the middle of the field again. He's still on his feet down to the 10. and they'll drag him down at about should be the 5-yard line, but no telling with this squad. They're going to spot it at the 7. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Cougars on the ball with a hurry-up offense, and the poor Scorpion defense struggling to get men in and off the field. They're handing it to tailback off the right side. Bounces out, comes out around the edge, and he scored. Put up your hands, Coach. That's a touchdown. 40-7, Cougars lead with 5:05 to go in the half. And the punt squad, the PAT squad will come out and try to put another exclamation point on yet another touchdown by the Cougar offense. Garnett, this one's getting out of control. We're about to get to running clock time. And the PAT squad on the field. Snaps have been high tonight. Snaps away. Good snap. Hold is down, and it is up and good. And by the way, the kicker that just kicked, he's got a leg. He kicked that one out off the track.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He booted that one, man. He could have kicked that one 40 yards. And the Cougars are up now, 41-7 with 5:05 to go here in the first half of homecoming at Tommy Briggs Stadium in the Colony, Texas. You're missing a good one if you're at home watching. Of course, you're probably a lot cooler at home. But nevertheless, you're missing a good ball game live here at Tommy Briggs Stadium tonight, as the Cougars only have 4 home games this year. So you only got 2 more opportunities to come show up for a ball game if you want to see one live.
Replay on that touchdown.
He had a big old hole coming right up the middle, and then he bounced out. See, he got clogged up, bounced out to the right.
That's a good play.
I'm not sure why he jumped there at about the 2-yard line, because he almost got drugged down, but made it in just in time. Cougars will line up for the kickoff with a scoreboard that keeps blinking in and out. 41-7, they lead over the South Hills Scorpions. Scorpions put the deep men back at the 12-yard line on the left hash mark. Bring the short man up to the 20. Cougars will step back and try to boot this one away with a stiff crosswind left to right. East to west, and here we go. Kick is away. He kicks it down the left side this time, and it's caught at the 24-yard line. Scorpions bringing it up the field. Oh, and he's caught from behind around the waist and drugged down at the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
They're going to give him
from that spot. They're going to put it at the 30, and the Cougar defense will come on once again to try to stop this Scorpion offense. They've been pretty successful tonight at containing them. 3 more home games? Yeah. Oh, we have 5 this year or 4? Oh, okay.
It seemed like we had more than that.
No, 5 and 5.
Wow. Season just started.
So the Cougar defense on the field, Scorpion offense going to try to make something happen with 4:58 to go here in the first half. Trailing 41-7 behind your Colony Cougars. Snaps high, but he gets the ball down to the tailback. Oh, I think he dropped it.
Yeah.
And the Cougars might have covered that one up. It's still bouncing around. Oh, my goodness. And let's see who comes up with it. I think the Cougars might have grabbed that one.
Grabbed it on the.
I think they did. Yahtzee.
Eighth bounce.
I think on the 49th bounce over there next to the Scorpion bench, the Cougars jumped on it. And it'll be a first down Cougars with excellent field position once again at the Scorpion 30-yard line with 4:48 to go. The pressure is continuing on this Scorpion defense by the Colony Cougar offense. And this one is about to turn ugly as the Cougar offense comes out yet again in excellent field position. They need to run it left to right across the field, pass it, put it in the corner.
Yeah, I think they're going to switch quarterbacks here.
Snaps away. Hands it to the tailback again. He gets horse-collared at about the 25. Forward progress to the 24. And it'll be 2nd and 4 from that spot. Nice 6-yard scamper by the tailback. Who is the masked man running the squad now?
Dominique Jeffrey.
Snap is away. He hands it to tailback again. That's going to be enough for a first down on the forward progress to the 20. Got to move the chains, fellas. That'd be a first down. And sure enough, it's going to be a Cougar first down. And here we go. Fires it to the flat. Oh! And he turns before he puts it in the breadbasket. And it'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 20 with 4:03 to go. 41-7, your Cougars lead over the Scorpions of South Hills.
Yeah, there was a sidearm throw there by Dominic. Thought Austin had a chance to catch that one. Turned up before he had the ball in his hands.
Snaps away. He's going to hand it to the tailback. Oh, bounces out to the left side down the 15. Still on his feet. Gets tackled at about the 13. Just short of the first down. It'll be what looks to be 3rd and 2 from the 13-yard line. Cougars up on the ball again. Snaps away. They'll hand it to the tailback off the right side. He makes the cut. Back to the left. Oh, almost gets to the house. Brought down at about the 3-yard line. 3:33 to go. Tackled at the 3-yard line with a 1st and goal from that spot.
South Hills defender just grabbed his shoestrings. Can't run without the shoes. Actually, you can.
You can, but not very good.
His was tied pretty good and just had enough to pull him down.
Snaps away, and it'll be a quarterback keeper, and he'll take this one to the house. Touchdown, Colony Cougars, 47-7 with 3:11 to go here in the half, and the Colony Cougars are a runaway train tonight against this South Hill Scorpion squad. Oh, there's the train horn. And the PAT team comes out. They ought to go for 2 here, man. Come on.
You want them to go for 2?
Yeah. Put it back to 49.
I ain't just trying to rub.
Snaps away, holds down, kick is up and good. Cougars up 48-7 with 3:11 to go. And this game has officially turned ugly, Garnett.
It is turning ugly, but it's a good game. Cougars needed. Cougars have played 2 pretty tough games against Red Oak and Royce City. Coming up short, so this is a good game to get your wheels and your get back on the track. And this is the first district game. Like some districts, they still play 2 non-district games. The Colony, they're in a district that's 9 deep.
Here's our replay. You can see the quarterback keeper off the right side. He had a good wall of block to get him into the pay dirt. It was a nice play by the Cougars.
And in this district, you got the defending state champion Aledo coming up here soon, so you definitely want to be primed and ready to run when they come to town. I think that's in 2 weeks we play. 3 weeks we play Aledo?
The next 2 we're away.
Okay.
We're away for the next 2 weeks, and then we come back home to
next home game.
Greet Aledo here at home.
I think there's a lightning delay.
There is. I see the lightning warning on top of the school.
I could have swore that I saw lightning off to the right.
So with 3:11 to go in the half, your Cougars lead 48-7. We've got a lightning delay. The lightning warnings are going off on top of the school building. And so the players will clear the field. The fans will need to clear the stands. And we're going to have to wait for the lightning to pass before we can continue this. Of course, we're under a heavy thunderstorm warning tonight. You know that, right?
Yep.
So, we're going to have a lightning delay here, and we will kind of take a break and wait this one out, see what happens.
We may, the bands were about to get ready, but I think we've got to wait for lightning.
We're going to have to wait for the lightning to go by.
So we will take a break with you guys, and we will be back right after the delay.
Ready? And we are back here at Tommy Briggs Stadium in the Colony, Texas. And unfortunately, the weather delay has turned into a canceled game here tonight. So we'll be packing it up, and we'll see you next week from Burleson, Texas, against the Burleson Centennial High School. Be a good time to catch a road trip. Come support the Colony Cougars. The game ends with the score of 48-7. Your Cougars leading with about 3 minutes to go in the first half. We'll see what happens. They may just call it good, put it in books, but we'll see. But thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll be tuning out, and we'll catch you next week. I'm Jeff Green with Garnett Powell in the booth. Wes Bledsoe was on camera tonight, and Joe Macy on the production board, training for some West downtime later in the season. So we'll see you next week in Burleson. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.